clutch at all. Accelerate, go through the gears, never touch the clutch. Push start, push line, restart zone, and Blaney's done it again. Great restart. They fan out as they always do, they typically do, but look at Denny Hamlin around the outside. Byron's down low. What a restart from the 11. We're talking about his woes with that clutch. No worries there.
How about Larson? He jumped to the outside.
Briscoe two further back behind Blaney. Hocevar in that 77. Delaware Life Car goes around the outside. The youngster is in the mix here on Championship Day. Hamlin with a couple of car lengths gap over Kyle Larson, then William Byron. The two Hendrick cars run together.
Hocevar in that 77 car trying to get to the outside of Byron. Now Byron's trying to get to the outside of Larson.
Whoa!
Jeff, you said it. We usually see that, I call it the ball field or the flat area of the dogleg, used a lot more early in these runs, but the leaders are definitely avoiding it. I think that's by choice. Some of the tire concerns probably allows you to run a little bit lower air pressure if you can get back around the pit road.
Didn't quite pick up that radio.
Something's stumbling.
Sounds like it's a power issue. They're giving him some reports about the master switch trying to turn it on and off, so maybe it's an electrical issue.
Throttle related, like.
Say, you just see it's just not up to speed, not up to power. You don't see any smoke out of the tailpipes. That would tell you it's an obvious engine issue, Jeff. But, you know, these engines are electronically controlled with the ECUs, so it could be a sensor, much like your car at home, Parker. If the sensor doesn't know what the engine needs, it's not going to run properly.
Right, Steve, it's a throttle position sensor issues, what the team is saying on the radio. To your point, it all runs through the electronics there where the throttle is, and so the engine isn't getting the right message as to where that throttle is right now. They're obviously trying to cycle through and figure out the problem.
So it's a mechanical throttle, right? It's not drive-by-wire. You step on the pedal, it moves, right? It's a cable-driven wire. But if the engine thinks it's at wide open or zero throttle, there are some protections about hung throttles. There's some protection about saving an engine with a throttle position and oil pressure. So it can really lose its mind if it doesn't understand where Bubba Wallace has the throttle. Let's listen in.
It's got half the power. Stop getting comfortable. Get problems with this.
You hear the frustration from Bubba Wallace. And there's been a little bit of this around from this man right here. Remember, Denny Hamlin last week at Martinsville. He didn't need to do anything special there. He was already in the championship 4, but he was kind of cruising in second, I think, biding his time when the engine expired on the 11, Marty.
Boy, that lead for Hamlin, he has stolen.
The left
No
rear.
grip. And then it just spun on me.
No, there you have it. Said it spun out.
Uh-oh. One of the championship 4. Chase Briscoe.
Bring it to us, bring it to us.
Tell us more, Dave.
Slow down.
Tire down. He radioed that just as the caution was coming out from Van Gisbergen. And you can see it's the right rear.
In practice, it was left side. That's what you would imagine would be the air pressure issue, so we don't know if he ran something over what happened. Remember, these tires have been on for quite some time, plus a caution and a cycle. Now he's trying to get it back to James Small. You see the concern at the bottom left, leaning in, orchestrating the team about not only getting the tire changed, but trying to limit the damage, right? So they'll jack it up. First things first, right rear tire off. You're going to look inside to see what kind of damage it did to maybe the brakes, the brake line. You see the cording, that's what they're kind of trying to get free of the car. He'll go back out and try to save a lap. But now the question is how much damage has been done to the 19?
He was running 5th position. This team and this driver, I thought, had made the largest improvement of all the teams. Unfortunately, this is going to set them back.
What a huge break, though, that we were under yellow for an incident with the 88. If this was under green, this would have been just a day ender.
Championship ender. Have a listen.
Tire down. Copy, wrecking up here in front of us.
Number 1, he did not wreck the race car. That was a fortunate break. Number 2, look at the in front. You see the smoke? The smoke is the caution for the 88 cars. He spun out. So in a bad situation, a lot of good things happen here for that 19.
Oh, SVG, we talk about this track a lot. It's a little bit like Richmond. You think the corner's over. It isn't.
No.
There's so low a grip, and then he just spun it out. You know, hats off to SVG. I know this isn't the send-off he's looking for. 5 wins in the road courses, though, continually improving, moving up inside the top 20 on a lot of the ovals. I can only imagine the learning curve. I think this 88 is going to be, one to really keep an eye on again next year.
Last 3 races, all in the top 15, of course, on ovals. So progress being made, but he said it on the radio. No grip. It just spun on me.
Well, and again, we keep talking about the tires and how they are built to wear out. And every driver I talked to said when they lose grip, it is a handful.
Well, now here with 77 to go, we are inside a fuel window, meaning a pit stop from here will get you to the end of the stage. Now, as a crew chief, my stomach does not love the idea of trying to run 75 laps on these tires that are high wear.
Especially after what we've just seen.
Well, just
right?
in general, it's